Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome to today's stream. As you can see on the screen, we have Little Big Workshop on the line today, and I want to give this a go. I've been playing for a bit, actually trying to understand how this works and how to get things to properly flow, if I can put it in that sense. Very interesting game, I must say. I really enjoy this quite a lot. Challenging, yes, indeed, I must say, but very interesting still for the person who enjoys the basic kind of creating your own items, doing what you need to do. So the developer at this stage in time is Mirage Game Studios. I take my hat off to these guys. They've put a lot of effort into this. It's a lot of fun. Yes, graphic-y, cartoony type thing, but quite hilarious, especially when you need to knock some gnomes out somewhere and catch some mice. It is fun. So welcome to the stream yet again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. And hope you enjoy it. So let's jump straight into this. And what will we call this? Let's make this fascinating. Let's call it Chat Incorporated. For everybody out there watching today, tonight, this morning, wherever you need to be or where you are. Let's get going. No, isn't that cute? Right. And off we go. Well, there you go. Mirage Game Studios presents Little Big Workshop. For anybody that has not played this game before, I would highly give it a go. It is very interesting if you like any simulation factory building scenarios. Yes, it's not a Factorio game, but it's challenging enough to keep your mind at rest. So what I'm going to do with this scenario, I will just cancel tutorial. I will not be doing the tutorial today. I have been playing for a bit, so I've got some idea where this is going. So do not fear. We will have some fun at this current stage. So first things first, what I would like to do is go up to the research and development side. And if you look here, it says billboards. So billboards are used to link workstations together. This allows you to control and assign jobs to them as a group rather than individually. So what this means is if you have more than one workstation and you would like the work to be equally distributed, you'll actually have a scenario where you click on the billboard and the billboard will allow you to do that. So making life a lot easier, much better way to start. Then let's go to the next one so that I can use that. So better than storage management in this case, improving your logistics by using special zones throughout your factory. So this will come in handy eventually, because if you have an out zone and an in zone, that will help, and you can physically allocate a zone per se, which will be in light blue, that will allow you to pack your items where it needs to be, that will be used for that certain section. So that's a bit of heads up where that goes, but let's stick with the billboards. You have to click twice on it, so one gives you the information and then the second one's to confirm. Okay, so going through this objects, you'll have the basic section on your bottom left. So that will give you assembly station, woodworking station, the metal working station, the injection press, sewing station, small foundry, and your paint station. So these two at the bottom is a small shelf and a large shelf. Very good to use when you actually have your packaging system and your zones here. Here's your billboard. So the billboard, like I said, will basically distribute your work. Just make it a little bit easier for you to hand off and be easy where you go. Scrap container, that little sir there, is just basically if you did not make a mission, you failed to actually deliver the, or yes, that's correct, failed to deliver the projects, and your objects are now sitting in your storage and you do not have space. So once you then say, drop these items off and you got paid for whatever you delivered, the remaining items that you do have left for some reason that is still in manufacture, if you cancel your order, it will just be dumped in the dumpster. So bear that in mind. Break room. Break room is a very important scenario because the people obviously need a lunchtime or a tea time. But for that sense of mind, this is what you guys are going to use. So we have a coffee maker 2000, which you can see at the bottom, what they supply. So obviously the Venderatron. So what this allows, if you place it down, you see there's 4 little lights on top. So that allows them to get the information for 4 supplies, which they provide. As you can see there is 4 cups that they can use. So that allows them to actually collect that and recharge a battery, which you eventually will see on top of everybody's head as they go. So first things first, starting off, I would like to place these items because this is usually how it starts off and you don't have money. So I like to start with these, get them out of the way, and then I work with the money I've got left. So at the break room, the basic necessities for me currently, as you can see, R is also for rotate, and you have the actions on your side, so do not stress, it's not that difficult to do. You can eventually then add the chessboard or the foosball table or the television, that's fine. For now, this will work. As you can see, it's already at 5.3. Just be careful what you spend here, because essentially you will still need to figure out what goes where and how you're going to function with these items. Next things I'd like to do is usually bring in a storage space where your items can be located. That you'll find in the zones. It's just a one-side option, and you can see there's no options here. That options that you'll find in that section is, like I said previously, on the research tab, that section there. That will allow you to differentiate whether this is out or in. So in is obviously stacking in yellow, out will be green, and then allocated to a machine, plant, whatever you want to call those. This will actually then fall under that little section, and that will become blue because it's only allocated to a certain billboard or multiple billboards at this stage, depending on how much space you've got. So currently, as you can see, space is off the limit. We've got 4 rotation options, Q and E, moving, WASD, that gives you movement, little mouse button, hold in and rotate. It does not rotate per se, it has a 90-degree shut off, just as Q and E does. Okay, I think that's more than enough basics to get us going. Decorations at this stage. The trophies I've got because I played for quite a bit and I used a bunch of money to get through so that I can get experience on this. But decorations are important. As you can see in the circles below, that's 5, 10, 15 and 20. This is for outdoor. It just makes your place look a little bit better. So use that precaution wise as money goes through. So currently, a keyword or key piece of advice, you cannot put 2 of the same items in this place and expect it's going to give you the same number. So if you put 2 of these, you're not going to have 10 plus on the circle. You're going to have 15 with those, you're going to have 30 if you combine all 3, and you're going to have 50 if you combine all 4. Now eventually you get more items that give you a higher plus percentage. The gaming console, I think, gives you 50 if I can remember correctly of what I did yesterday. So just keep this in mind and you'll have all these allocations to get through, which you can see that's what you need to do to get to the next level, and so forth and so forth. So they'll give you the information, what you actually need to do to keep a move on how you go. Next of all, let's tackle the market. Now, as you can see, we currently have a challenge from the carved wood gnome. So the client is Crazy Steve Enterprises. We currently need to provide him with 3 units. The reward is 3,150. The reputation will amount. That's this line down here. As soon as that reputation amounts, that goes up by 1, as you can see there at the bottom of that corner. All right. So providing that gnome, you have basics. As you can see there, the offer is expiring on the market. The market looks as follows. So the bottom line of this one is a truck. There we go. The truck is how much units is in demand. So as soon as that drops, your demand's getting obviously lower, which means you might be making 50, but the demand will eventually fall to 30. So keep that in mind when you do this information, because there is a good section around this that actually helps you out with information surrounding where you need to go. There's that one, there's the one, direct marketing, and the market manipulation. Good gracious. Okay, so In that essence, you will see two dots in advance where this goes, where the money's going up, money's going down. You essentially want something that picks up. There's a good example. We're not going to build this right now because the market is falling, collapsing. It's not making money. Next big thing you can make is the bongo. The bongo is quite good, but again, plan your projects. If you do not have the necessary equipment, do not take on projects that will cluster and pile up at the rest of your systems if you do not have enough. It's very difficult to build onto the section in the start until you get a system that's flowing. So be careful that you do not hand out money or put money into a certain section and you actually burn your pockets so deep that you cannot get back from it. Okay, I think that's enough cluster babbling about. What I would like to try and do is get to the duck first. As you can see, that drops down quite a lot, which is not good for me at this stage. It's something that I would have liked to start with. But maybe what we can do is actually start off on the toy food. So that's 389 price per unit. That's 517. So we'll look at this. So what we're going to require first of all, we need assembly station. So we'll have an assembly station there. I'm going to need injection molds. Let's rotate those. And I want at least 2 of these items. Alright. So the reason I want 2 of them, if we plan the product, you can actually see there's the injection molds. The other item I'm going to need is I have to paint it. Alright. So let's go out of that system. And we go into the paint station. So I'm going to need a paint station pardon, to get this going as well. As you can see, we're already quite deep into this. So looking at these items, looking at these items, let's just go with yellow overall for now, just for the sake of showing this. We're basically going to need to do the injections. Now we have 2 of those, which will make this quite quick. But currently I think the best thing to do is not to have 2 paint stations. The reason being is you're going to have items that you're going to produce, but this needs to be produced a lot faster because you need all of these items to be assembled at the end. You see where the assembly station comes in and where that needs to be painted. So let's see what the cost is. Maybe we can have 2 paint stations for now, but also bear in mind, we're going to have to look at items that we can produce afterwards. So if we cannot produce anything else, we will be stuck with only these items that we can produce, and money is going to be a struggle. Okay, so we 8,000 in. Paint station is 1.5. So, oops, wrong button. So maybe what we can do is try a second one. We place those there. What I would like to do is also have a woodworking station just in case. But now, see where we're going. So this is already at a peak limit of where I would like to be. So I think for now, let's leave the woodworking station. Let's accept this as is. And then we say we want that one there. Forgot to press shift on this, and I want just that one there for now. Alright, let's accept those. We're supposed to be able to have 2 workers, no transporters. Alright, so what I would like to do is get those delivered. Maybe just to help out, let's recruit one of those guys. And let's fast forward as our factory starts rolling in. Alright, now problem 1 we've got. This room is a very, very bad negative. As you can see, it's minus 32. That one's fine, it's minus 5, it's yellow, it's cool. This mood in here is a disaster. So now what we need to do is trying to make the money to actually just get a move on, because decorations at this stage, well, it's not that bad. It's 300 bucks. And maybe what we can do is lighten the mood with one of these, and let's call it that one. Okay, So we're pretty stocked up. Let's order those. And then we go and say, cool, we want to produce these. They currently are looking for 41 of these items. Now don't be fooled, because if you're going to make 41 of them, you're going to run out of money. So maybe try making 10 at a time, whereby you can sell 5 at a piece, whereby your money rotates, which means you might be able to buy a new manufacturing thing, a new machine, a new system, something that helps actually get this process rolling. So as this works, here's your planning mode. As you can see, we've got this information. So easy, if you click the one, hold shift, left click, right, usually right click on the top. I don't know why, it's just what it is. And then, oh boy, okay, so now I make a mistake myself. These items, right click on it, there's your link your workstations, shift and left click. After that, right click on the bottom one, left click on those and connect those two as well. Again, left click with shift held in to connect the two items at this stage. Then if you're done, just right click, that connects them up. So again, planning mode, then I select that, you see it automatically selects both. So with the fact that it's actually selecting both, that allows me now to say, cool, these items will be shifted into the various items that it needs to be to get this done. Apologies, apparently I've got hiccups. So again, left click, shift, left click, right click on top and left click on the link. Then we link those two, which means that is now all linked to two paint shops. This at the end goes to assembly station. We want to make 10 of these. That will now work at the current stage. So as you can see here, we're ready for production. So you need to tick this off, otherwise you cannot execute. Secondly, you'll have your estimates. So operation time is 19 hours and 12 minutes, which you're going to count here. Your work time, not applicable at this current state. Operation 70, deliverable is 41. So once we deliver this, that section in front will go to 31. Materials, that's what it's going to cost us to make. Salaries we're not paying currently, so this means after the first day or 2 days of salaries, this amount will be less. So don't be shocked if you only come in with maybe a 3,000 coins at the stage due to salaries coming off and your rent that needs to come off as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's rent. Keep that in mind. So as you can see, that's our payment we get if we do 10 of these items, which is okay. That's a very good start. I am still worried at this stage that we're going to cut too low, and once we've cut the 10 units and get them painted, that might be an issue. So I'm going to take a gamble. Let's go with this. Cool. So we execute our first items. And let's speed this up. Okay. So just to tell you guys, space is pause. 1, 2, 3 on your top is obviously at the bottom. 1, 2, 3 there. Here you can see milestones, workers, hire is plus or minus, and then recruit. That's fairly simple. Inventory actually just shows you where is what, so that you can make an idea of where you sit. Client relations, that will pick up as you go on further with who you need to speak to. And here is our lineup. So our ranking system at this stage, our net worth is 24,780 coins. We're not making revenue and we're not making profit. So our aim is to be Mr. Nemesis Incorporated. It's a heck of a thing to climb, but let's do it. I think we can, and I think we are able to do this. Then here you go, economy and stats. As you can see, our estimated current sum is that we're not making money. A lot of the items that we've got, our rent currently with the housing or the little rooms we've got is only 93. So this is a little section that you can keep in mind, and it does explain quite a bit in the tutorial. So I would advise go through the tutorial. It would help you a lot. These operations you need to get to an A or A plus. I think it's just an A. I have only managed so far to get to B, so that is a new target for me as well. But let's fast forward this system and get going on these. Right, there's our truck. As you can already see, the batteries of these two workers are running low, so now they're resting up taking those items. As you can see, the 2 green lights are off. Right, let's get that offloaded. Okay, so we've started with the first section. As you can see, taking plastic, and they're going to press it into a mold. Keep in mind, the mold needs to be prepared. As you guys saw, the little gears and the rotation arm, it needs to be molded, or at least a mold needs to be placed in for every little section that goes in. Seems like they're making the fries first. Okay, let's give this a whirl. And coffee needs to be taken. As you can see, as this moves on, our bottom line has already decreased quite a lot. See why I said don't take 41 first. That is a problem we're sitting. We've made 10, and that needs to be painted. So they need to make these items and still get them going to rotate this. We can, on the other hand, hire another person, take the risk, or two, take the risk to keep them busy. I feel that's necessary at this stage, so let's try that and see if we can move this product faster. There's a preparation. They're literally smelting another piece, and it seems like it's the burger that's gone on now. Okay, so we're waiting for a few burgers to be made, and then I think the final makeshift item, yes, is the cups. So once the cups is done, while this is painted, this will eventually then just die up. So we're still waiting for the cups to happen. And we'll probably, if we're lucky, get back to about 5k. I think that will be good. If we can reach 5k, that will be awesome. Because then we can start with woodworking. And then maybe we can make a few more of these, plus the woodworking station. So currently we have 2. As you can see, if we deliver, we already get that. So I'll rotate those, just for the sake that the money keeps flowing and it doesn't stand still. Because you run out of money very quickly in this game if you don't keep an eye on the items. And what's lucky here, you see the lady came out because she's tired, batteries are done, and the next person just falls in. That helps the system, that you do not sit and wait for this scenario. Just make sure your things are allocated to the correct person, otherwise you're going to end up with a lot of trouble when systems stand still. You will miss targets as quickly as now. Okay, let's deliver those. Let that run. Then I need a woodworking station. So let's plop that down. We go okay. And when that's done, we'll have money and we order one. Righto. So while that happens, let's go to the next item, challenges, create a plan. So we'll have 3 logs delivered. We need this item to be carved out of that section. And they want 3, and we'll be making 3,000 out of it. So let's execute those and bring in a second plan. So we have delivered some of these at this current stage. As you see, I think what we can try and do is do another 10. Now it's already been set, as the plan 1 is situated there. So plan 1 has been set. I can just execute the same item. Right, so let's get this to run. There's the 3 blocks. They can cut the gnomes. Okay, and we've got some good news. Oh wow, we've gone from 26 to 21st. That's a nice jump. Okay, another piece of advice. We've got 49 days and 17 hours to make this deadline, which is fantastic. But what I would like to show you guys, the green items here doesn't mean it's done. When it goes to blue, then it's completed. The green shows you're making progress on your titled and days. So if your days actually allocate those items and you have 49 days and 17 hours, this means we're in front. So we will make this target. You'll have probably a blue line or a red line, depending on how short your days is. The red line at the current stages means you're behind schedule. As you can see, the blue line sits here. There's some of the production that started, and that's currently what we got. So I think that's the easiest way to fix the scenario out. And as you can see here, we could have delivered an item if we had one. Here's nothing. You have to deliver everything. Otherwise, they only pay you out for some of it, which means you lose money. And you lose money due to the fact that you sit with stock. Okay, let's see if we can deliver these 3 gnomes. There we go. So now it's done. Pickup point, you can obviously choose if you have more than these. More of these. So the delivery truck system will be here. It is 5,000 credits for every delivery port that you put in, where you can eventually select whether it goes in or out. Just remember, you cannot move one to another section or sell it if this is not on load and unload. If you have 2 that's loading and 1 unloading, you need to change 1 to unloading. You need to have 1 of each as a minimum before you can actually move or shift anything around. Okay, so let's deliver those. Another item I would like to show is if you press Control, you can see the color has changed. Now the color of this is the items here where your repairs sit. So this is state that indicates it's okay and efficiency is 100%. And here it goes down to 75. And this is where your peeps, your workers, your gnomes, whatever you want to call them, will get damaged because the thing will take fire. It will literally burn them. So be careful, keep that in mind. Alright, I think let's get that rolling so that we can see what this gentleman pays us. And there we go. I just got the shipment of carved wood gnome. They look amazing. People are really eyeing them and as they get unloaded. Hope we can keep this partnership running. Okay. Bad voice, bad acting. Cool. So currently we have now succeeded in a contract, which means we're going to get more reputation. And we're waiting currently for any more. So challenges will only refresh if the clock ticks out. Then you get new challenges. But your basic line here stays the same. So just be careful and keep an eye out for these items, because that usually is where you're going to find your best or worst deals when it comes to what money goes where. I want to see if I can pop in another level of these items. That is still quite high. That is a problem. As we do the plastic, our quality will not be good, or our style will not be good. Let's pull that back. That's a wooden bongo. Question is, I think we should only make 5 at a time. Okay, so let's get bright wood. We'll cut the items there. And we'll glue them there. And we'll have to glue those items there as well. Alternatively, we might have a better deal if we go... Are we going to do both? No. Decisions. We put another one there. 2.5. And we can put that item there. Okay, let's order it. Let's go with it. We can make this work. Alright. So again, going to planning. That items need to be cut there. Gluing station, select both. Gluing station, select both. Okay. So I think let's take this one slow. We'll take 5 at a time. It doesn't take too long to make, but I'll rather try and get this going. Okay, let's take a gamble. Let's go for it. Why not? We fail, we just start again. Learn. Problem solved. Let's nail it. Alright. Dot dot. Offload, people, offload. Dot. And our stock has arrived. Okay, so while the clock runs, we're trying to assemble items. We're currently just at 40, over 40%. As you can see, they still manufacture this. So you have one person doing cutting work currently to progress this. So it's not just one item going and the other one standing still. Issue that I'm trying to avoid is running into deep trouble there. So I think what we can do, hopefully they can get that together because it's not been assembled yet at this stage. So that makes, we've got one. So hopefully we can get to 5 or 6 quickly here. Once we get to those items, we can actually sell a few of them just to keep cash flow going again. Here we go. So the bongos are getting moved on as well. Okay, we have 5 currently, so let's just keep that money rolling over. $94, 96%. So we have another 2 to go. Then we can empty out those and see if the money can still roll in with those plastics and keep the money flowing. Cool. Okay. And we've reached level 2. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just see, as that price is going up, the attribute is the same. So we don't have really much to change. I'd just like to change color, just for the sake of it. All right, let's execute those. Okay, as the top reminder says there, obstruction causes them to walk slower and work slower. So as you can see, we've got a clear path for most of the items around here to make it a lot easier to go through. But currently, these items here is a bit slow and it's going to take time. But we'll probably be expanding soon to get this place built up. This section will expand to the back and we'll probably move this section out as well. I usually tend to like to build this up here to allow the people to have their own space, but we'll get to that as soon as we can. Okay, so bongos are quite going well. We have 2 left. And then they bought off gluing, so that's great. That's great news. We're moving along. Good. Let's get this one. So we've got one, we need one. Right. So now what I can show you guys, as you can see, this has changed. We can move the item. Then we can go to workstation, input zone, or export zone. So like I said, export zone will become green. Your input workstation will go blue. And with that input workstation, you'll have to allocate this to a different system. Now I can allocate this, but we'll have no space once this item is done to deliver this. So essentially what we are looking to do, or where we need to go, my next item usually is construction tools, because then I can start expanding little sections to move these items and create more workspace for this to figure out how to get where. This is not too well planned out, but I think this is efficient for now to just get everybody going, or keep them moving, let's put it that way. So what we can do, we're going to lose a little speed on these poor peeps, but let's allocate that one and that one, and now you'll see it's blue. So as it shows, it's allocated for that billboard and that billboard, and this billboard supplies those 2 items, and that one obviously that. Right, let's see if we can get the bongos moving. Let's see how quickly we can actually get this out. We're not doing too bad. I must say, I'm quite okay. Obviously, would like to be at 100k to not have any of these issues, but we're good for now. So we have 7. Let's deliver those, because we don't want people standing, so let them pick those up. Oh boy, okay, here we go. Like I said, so now efficiency is down to 75%. I would like for them to actually repair this item, because as you can see, there we go, look at this box. So your tools are getting broken, your items are getting broken, which means everything slows down. So just keep that in mind as soon as you need to do this, because it's quite difficult as soon as the thing takes flames, and when it takes flames, your peeps burn and they run away. Okay, back to speed 3. Right, so what do we have next? A new challenge. Yes. Do we take this on right now? Yes, we can. Yeah, I think let's do this. Let's make it yellow and yellow for the fun of it. 1 and 2 left click, right click, those. Okay, injections there. And this item goes there. Now you're gonna tell me, oh, cookie noodles, we need to make 14 of these. The money is not that great, but the problem we're sitting with, wow, Smiggles, now you've actually put this at the bottom, which means they're gonna do this, the last item, and we only have 2 days and 6 hours to reach this deadline. Well, point 1, once that's fixed, those items will be done. Second of all, this little item here moves your project to top priority. So now, unfortunately, that system needs to change, which means the assembling of this might not happen. The assembling of those items will not happen until those items are completed, unless you have 2 assembling stations, 3, 4, or 5, connected by a billboard. So keep that in mind. How far are we now? 17th. Chat is moving up. Chat's moving up. We're already on 17th. Thank you, chat. You are wise. Okay, so here's the shocking part. As you can see, we're already in the red, trying to reach these items. So hopefully we can knock this around and actually get this to a green line, or even just blue. If we can fully complete that in blue, I will be very satisfied. There we go. Items are done. If we catch up with those items, I will look at what we can do next, because we're barely catching up. Ah, there we go. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, it's so close. We just got, there we go. Come on, keep the green, please. So the green line is obviously just showing that we're ahead of schedule and we'll be able to finish this item before that deadline reaches. So let's hope that's the case, because the painting station needs to finish off their items, otherwise we're not going to finish this off. There we go. Okay, so while that's busy, let's just keep in mind what we can do next. That is quite a hectic item to build, but we do not want to go that route because that is currently a problem. Bongos has gone up. That's gone up quite significantly. I mean, we can line up another 10 of those items because that's already at 62%. So we will be making 4.5 on those. On this item, put 10 items out. And as you can see, we will not be making the same amount, but this is a lot easier to produce. It's a lot easier item to get out. So maybe if we can make 20 of these, it's quicker and it's a quick 2,600 bucks coins. Whichever way you want to look at it. I think it's a lot quicker to do these items because your leather gets delivered, and that pressing items is not that bad to do. So I think let's execute this. It's a quick turnaround. It's quick money that we can use. After that item's done, we'll order another 10 of the toy food. And let's keep pushing. Chat, please feel free. Anything you guys want to add? I'm no expert at this, but what I would like to do is not just teach you guys, but I would also like you guys to teach me something new. And we already ran out of space. Okay, so let's make a plan. Where can we shove this into? I think I'm going to take a gamble so that they can fall over their own feet. Just for time being. Just till we get this done. And we're almost there. We need 2 more, 1 more. Come on. Come on. Yes. All right. Another challenge completed. Do we have anything else? No. And we've got a superstar. And not a half a star. Cool. So we've all reached level 1 and the guys are actually gaining quite nice experience. This experience points will eventually help you to upgrade the bottom specialize. Just remember, specialization costs money, quite a lot of money. So just keep that in mind. And we've satisfied him yet again. Good. Okay. We've got 3 items, and what I said I'm going to try and do is go for construction tools. Because expanding is obviously the one necessary thing we need. Let's just quickly see what this is going to work out for us. Expanding that section is 1,300 coins. And we take that out, that is 1.5. Okay, let's do that. That will give us some breathing room and we start moving things around to better this process, because we don't really have any place where we can stock items and get them moved in and out of. So if we can pull these items through and bring these 2 products in here, we still have another packing station we can use here. I would like to go to a second assembly station, but let's see if we can plop this down later down here to see if we can utilize that items. Isn't that cute? Safety first. Audits is a must in this workshop. And this poor lady's gonna pass out completely. Yo, girl. You need a coffee. Okay. Let's go back to speed 3. Smacky bang, smacky bang, smacky bang. Thank you. Now that they are done. Alright. Have anything on these? Nobody's painting, right? No. Okay. So this is still good and easy to move. That one there. That one there. Right. I would like to have that item there. I don't think we'll be able to move these. Let's see. Oh, that is fantastic news. That frees up so much more space. All right. Let's let them move those items. Let's just quickly see. We're at -12. Okay. So while those items are climbing, I feel we should take another 10 of those and keep that project moving as well. Oh shame. The poor fella has fallen down. It seems that he cannot get up. Can we utilize this better? Let's move that one there. Move that items there. And then connect this one there. That one. Where are we going to place you now? So if we place you there, that will allocate those, that will allocate that one's, and that will allocate that one's. Okay, cool. And we're going to need one more decoration. What do we have? Let's add that in. That's going to give us +3. Fantastic. And look, chat, we almost made 10. We're almost at 10. Oh boy, oh boy. Repair. Control. Wow, we need a few of these items repaired to just keep track of us. That one's still okay for now. That one's not doing too freshly either. Okay, while that price is going up, let's use that opportunity to get through those items. And now we have wood production. So wood production has allowed us to get machinery. So light machinery and heavy duty machinery. As you can see, wood bender is a machine suitable for bending and manipulating light material, not suitable for large or heavy products. Then we have table saw, large spinning blade used to turn big wood pieces into little wood pieces. Okay, so as you can see, each one has its own references and what it can do. As the lathe allows you to basically turn all your wood into round circular objects. That is a through cut or a scroll saw. So that is when you do angle cuts, as you can see at the picture below. That one can do the same, but a straight cut is only at 50% efficiency. So keep this in mind when you plan these items, because these items actually just not only cost a lot of money, but where it boils down to is if you do not plan these items, you're going to need a lot of space because it makes a lot of noise. As you can see, that's -27 on your room alone. Then the next items we've got, we now have the added station of the glue station, which helps because then your final stations here does not need to do the final gluing sections. It can actually go from gluing to assembly at the end. Right, so for now we're good. Let's try and break down these two objects, as we're going to get a new challenge pretty soon. I'd like to actually get these out. Hello? Look at my cell phone. Greetings, I represent Swanker, the global furniture company. We need another subcontractor and we believe you may fit the job. We require a small amount of wooden parts for one of our best-selling products, the Grand Shelf. Okay. Details, sir. 8 units. 2 strength. 5 star. Reward, not bad. Reputation, very nice. Deadline, 5 days. So that's what they need. If we create a plan... Okay, we've got a problem. See there, plus 888. That is a problem. What can we use instead of steel? So that gives us 3 and 4. If we use that, where do we set 6 and 8? That still leaves us on target. Those items. That leaves us exactly on target. Okay. So it's not going to be the nice little shelf we wanted to, but we can still give him his target amount of items we need. So the durability is fine. We've got style at 6, they want 5. We're making a ton of money out of this options. And we've got 2 stations to start this. I think this is a great idea. So let's pile those 2 items up. Connect them to those items. Gluing station, unfortunately the same station because we don't have a gluing station yet. but then the assembly station. Now we can go to another assembly station because our money looks okay. Let's just plan this one through as well, because we've got a lot of items to go through and we need to start with those items now. So the bongo bongos is going to stay. The toy food is there, but nobody started. So currently we have 3 idle workstations. Is it worth maybe doing another one of these and another one of those? I think let's do that. I think let's take the gamble. Put those items on. Then I think I want to try the gamble those. Let's do assembly station. That's -10. This I need to remove. Yes, because we need that space. We need a decoration. That one? Yes. Okay. So let's order up those items. Ah, goodness. Can we fit that in there? Let's order that. This needs to be connected to those. Okay. So, problem 101. As you're going to see, we have these items now piling onto the wrong system. So I want those items to follow that law and that 9 to follow that stream as well. So this will now allow for this to start, and once this starts, this will separate that entity into the between the two of those. Which means I would actually like to have 6 of these people down here, because we have 2, 4, 6, 8 items, and not all items are being used. Not all 8 of them are being used. Just scared we have too many people with not enough work. But risk reward factor. Let's try it out. Okay, we survived a new day. What's our new challenge? Well now. Well. Let's hold on to this. We can always start it afterwards. I don't want to start and get this going and then we fall behind, because that's already in the red. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Keep the money flowing. Okay, that is switched around. That's a good start. And we're gonna run into problems very quickly. I think let's keep those flowing. Ordering that items. Now that fridge for me replenishes those items. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. So it seems like we're making fries. How many do we need here? So we've got a few more left of those. Okay, that's going well, I must say. I'm very impressed at how this is going, which means at the end of the day, this will work very well indeed. We have enough people. I'm just keep an eye on the coffee shop. Seems like we're coping in some sense. Yeah, it seems like we're good. That's refilling enough. Okay. We'll keep it at that. Cool. So we can deliver, which means we can go to those, create a plan, just to double check, get injection and injection, shift to those 2 items, and assembly now to those 2 items, because the last assembly we had was only 1 assembly station. So keep that in mind as soon as you do these items, just to refresh your system, because it's not always the same plan. So there's create an empty plan, clone the current plan. I'm not sure. Yes, you can rename them. I have not done those items, but feel free to do what you want, or feel free in chat to give me any information you want. And let's get that rolling again. Okay, so we have 2 more bongos. Shipment of small shelves received. Quality satisfactory. Well, it's a pleasure, sir. Welcome to Chat Incorporated, where chat will bring you the best products they can make. Oh boy, I forgot. That needs to move. Come on, one more bongo. There we go. Right, open market, we deliver. That's going down badly. Chad, I think we can take a gamble on this, as that's going down, that's going up. It's not bad, it's just still not the price where I'm hoping to get anything out of it, because I can make more money out of these items. Okay, I think we'll go with another 10 of these, because we still have 28 that we can deliver. I think let's make 10 of those just to keep the money flowing. Mr. Delivery. Oh boy. The rest look actually quite fine. Alright, I think we're gonna go for another 10 of these. That was allocated to there. That was done the first time, that was done the first time, so I'm happy with those. Right, let's execute those items and get them rolling. Okay, what do we have? So we have 5 idle workstations, means those items are the only ones working currently. Can we plop that down? Get that going, because at least at this stage the plastic is moving quite drastically, because that's plastic, and plastic as well. So they all need plastic molds, which means we can move this up faster, which means that money will just kick up a lot quicker. Okay, so I'm not going to use this currently because I would like to get the stage done and use the next points that come in for these items, but we need to go to deliver more than 100 products. Okay, so the rest we've done. That's all we needed. So that you get in the beginning. Okay. See them deliver those items. Oh, we first need to take delivery of the toy food. There we go. Alright. So that now needs to be connected up to those. And they're not going to split those items, but we can split those. We can split those. And those ones. And those ones. What I just done is just to ensure that everything gets split into all 3 machines, because there's no point in the machines actually standing and 2 of them are working and 1 is not. So currently these items will be made out of the 2 machines, but this might already start on the 3rd one. Maybe, just maybe. So let's hope that works, because if that's the case, that will start speeding up the section already. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, repair. Okay, it's looking good. It's currently not looking too bad. We're moving. Great start to this one. We're 14k up. We started on 20. So we're not back yet. But we're not doing too badly, I must say. Chat, what do you say? I think we're doing okay currently. Currently progressing. Alright, milestone completed. What a way to go! You've done it! You've managed to have brought your factory to a new level. Check out the R&D section for these new goodies. Right, let's do those. Okay. So, pause please. So R&D, next in line, metal production gives you new metal machinery that we can utilize. New plastic production gives us new ones, which I think the one that comes in there is the foam mold, if I'm not mistaken. In any case, this is new wood production items that you can utilize. Then this is plots. So plots is the sections on this side, that side, the top. I can't show you until we've selected it, but that is new items where you can actually just move and buy plots. The one on the left hand side down here where this little section is here is just over 5,000 for a plot. The one on top here is 10. So plan this carefully, because at the end of the day you're gonna get stuck when you lose money. Very Rusty Gamer, hi, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? The little worker Peeps sure work fast. Yeah, that's Speed 3 works amazing on this game. It's super fantastic, and although there's tea time and break times on this, it's still very fascinating to actually get through and work with a group like this, then have everything we have to do every day. So just back to these items, employee cap. This is one that I like to take because currently I think we can only reach 10. So that one I'm going to take just for in case. Then market prediction, very important. Market prediction is to show you where the market will be leading twice as fine in 2 ticks. What I'm trying to say, 2 ticks in advance. So market related items, 2 ticks, as you can see on the screen, that section. So that is the 2 sections that it gives you advice on. So now we know the items that we're making is going to fall by a lot. So we need to either now make sure this happens very quickly, or we're going to burn. The bongo is the same story. At least this is going up. The ones we've got, we're still making money out of this because the price is going up. The ones we have on one of these 2 items, we're dropping. So we need to make sure before this next cycle ticks over, this is going to move and we're going to start losing money. I'm doing fine, thank you. It's been hour and 8 minutes so far into the stream. It's a game that I played yesterday, which I found very interesting, but I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm healthy, we're healthy, so I cannot complain. Would it be awesome if factories could be built so fast? Yes, I agree, especially coming from a construction background. I would love having the section and the speed that these people do, or how you can actually make items and make things happen. I wish real life was this easy, because then I would have probably not been sitting and streaming. It would be having my own factory and my own big business. So I wish, but that's why games are here, to make it more fun for everybody else. Okay, so just back to that point. Okay, then we have Expert Hustler. So take a class on how to give sales pitches, granting larger rewards in all client contracts. Very good thing. But the one thing I'm now very picky of is either anti-slip boots, which helps them. It doesn't stop them from falling, but it helps a lot. Secondly, I want the plots. Now, the plots we can still do. So what is our next line if we go up? So that's +2. So I think let's go for the boots. It just helps them not falling that quickly, which means we have a lot more faster workers running around, getting job done, or at least getting shit done. At this current stage, then we need plots. We still have ground left. So chat, if you can see, there's still space there, there's still space here. We do not need a second one yet. It helps, but we do not need it as yet. So let's put that on speed 1. And what do we have? A net worth of at least 150,000. And we are where? 53. So we've got a heck of a way to go. Okay, so we now need to get that moving. So let's move that forward. I think it's going to destroy the molds. Let's see what they do. I need to remove that items. Where are we sitting with the snaily base? Not too bad. Okay. Oh, hello, Moto. Our nemesis. Greetings, puny one. I am Blah, founder of Nemesis Incorporation. As you have grown from invisible to hardly noticeable, don't grow much more now, or things may not work out as well as you and your business. Well, threat or no threat, we're gonna make this business grow, and we will reach number one eventually, but we will get there. We have reached new decorations. As I said when the game started, we have decorations going up in considerable amounts. As you can see, the flower box is already plus 40. We currently are sitting in -3 and 5 positive. So we can still utilize those items just by looking at whether there's space here to breathe. And I think we can do that. That gives us a very good mood, and it helps the people work faster and more efficient. And while we put you off 1, let's see what's next. More shelves. Alright. So we need to create a plan, because remember, chat, the last shelves we made were only 8 or 9. So we currently cannot use that item, but we can use that item. So we don't have a mold to do steel, but we can do wood currently. So that still leaves us a 10 to 12 and a 2 to 4. Now, what do they allow us for quality? So we can use a cheaper item because the target's 2 and the target's 10. So 2 for durability and then 10 for style. Right, so I think we survived that one. That goes into there where we have a 2-hour queue. Any, mini, miny, mo. Well, only one way to make this. Fake it till you make it. There we go. Okay, so again, not the most proper items we require or want, but currently that will be good. That's a bit harsh. We don't really make anything out of it, but keeping those challenges alive and keeping them going is the best option you've got, because the more these people give you options, the more money you will make eventually with a bigger factory. So how was the rest of the day, Rusty? You're doing well? How's the weather there where you are? Everything going well? And who's ever part of chat, give me a yay-ho or a message or a little thumbs up. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So we've got a few viewers coming in, which is good news. And I did a mistake. Move. Okay, let's move to the top. We're already in the red, and we need to get this moving. So let's get going. Come on, peeps. Oh boy, that's a lot of red. Do we have that already? Yes, we do. So if we go shelves, okay, we can create the plan again. Maybe, do we have anything else on the shelf yet? No. What's the first one? First one they did was straight cut. So straight cut, that would help a lot. That would be a mega bonus to have 2 of these table saws to do straight cuts, because straight cuts currently we can do those. That's difficult. We don't have steel manufacture yet. These items we need lathe. So if we have a lathe or 2, we can make those. The question is, if we have these items, yes, we need metal. Good, okay. We'll figure out something now. Okay, bongo's done. Money comes in. Come on. Get that going, get that going. Yes, we're catching, we're catching. Okay, that's awesome. Thanks, Shadow. You're whiffling around. We were whiffling, so you got distracted. That sounds funny. Okay, that's great. That's great. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate the views. It's very nice. I'm just trying to get this thing moving because apparently we're just ticking over to the advance on the right type hand corner. So if it goes green, you're ahead of schedule. If it goes red, you're behind schedule, and blue is what you completed. So I'm trying to get this and get a balance of what we can. What I figured out of yesterday's total play is the fact... Sorry, Rusty, can you tell me how the noise is on this? You're chirping too much. I think I'm talking too much as well at this stage. You just let me know if the noise of the peeps running around is good and you guys can still hear me clearly. But what I did with this one yesterday, as that finishes off, thank goodness that's in time because we didn't make market value there at all. What do we got? Let's go bongos. Sorry, I'll get back to my options now. I don't know what I was speaking about. So I think for us to make money, we need to make 20. So what I saw with these items were the fact that as soon as you reach 10,000, you want to expand. You want to build bigger, build faster, get things moving. And that kind of backfired in my face for a few times yesterday. Only for the reason, if you look at it the way you go, it is kind of working in the real life scenario. If you're going to expand too much, you might burn out. But what I'm trying to do here is reach 20. Once we reach 20k, this will allow us to build in a new section of the factory, which means we can move these items down to this bottom section and have this as a total storage and start moving items out. Essentially what we can also do, because of what we do here, we might be able to expand this as a bigger coffee shop, resting place, what do they call this, break room. So we can expand the break room to this top section and work our way through an alleyway or just put a door next to this items where the peeps can go in. And then we'll utilize this space and expand this and make a bigger section here as well. So I was caught out quite a bit yesterday, and I think I've learned my lesson as we make that tick over. To be careful to expand too quickly when your money is flowing, but it's not really in the same place. So the peeps are very low. Okay, so let's just move that one up a bit. Let's put those on 0. Okay, that might also be true. Thanks, Rusty. No, I appreciate it. I just don't want the deafening sound of these peeps coming through because that backfired also. So I tried, and what I hear through my headphones is quite nice, but I just want to know if people outside are still happy as well. But thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Okay, so we almost got the shelves covered, which will leave us with what we need to do. Oh, thank you. You just screwed us over in that system, didn't you? You just have to. Okay, we need to 0.1 expand. So option 1 or 2. When we expand into something in this area. Oh. Yeah, this will need to wait for now. I would like to move this over, but it's going to cost us quite a bit. Okay, let's put the door in there. We can always work around it some way. Right, so that's at the bottom. They're going to come build those sections. And we have 2 of them. Yeah, they seem to be good enough. Okay, those items are done. They can be delivered. Okay, next options. So if we go, that's more money. Let's go for that one. So if we select those items and select those items, let's just see. Okay, we meet target. So we're happy we meet target. This we will need a small foundry. Okay, that's 100%. I think we can tackle the small foundry, at least having one, maybe two down there. Because what we're going to need for two of them is also to make these handles. So the handles, those items, and essentially some of these items will need to be made out of that foundry. So it might not be a bad decision to start with two foundries and move these two options down here, whereby that will make it easier to get items through. We can get another door going if we have to, but let's first see where we go, because if we put another door across, that would actually allow us okay, problem that we're sitting with is if we open this up, this area becomes too big, it becomes too noisy. So it's easy to say, well, just take out the wall. Yes, that's 100%. So let's see, because we don't have a noise loss in this one, do we? Let's just check this. So noise is at 48 because we have 612, that's 18. Plus the 20, that's 38. Do we have a noise loss? Okay, so that's 10, so it's 20, it's 30. Okay, we have no noise loss. Right, so what I would like to see, if we remodel, this is what? 10.5 by 8.5. That's a close call. It's bigger in the one than the other one. Okay, well, let's take that apart. We make this one room, just makes it easier to move. Let's demolish the door. There we go. And did I get them stuck now? Let's see if we move those, keeping focus on what we have to do. So let's just get back here. These types of games are not easy. Yes, I agree. These types of games are not easy. It is a requirement to balance these well, but it's fun. I still think it's fun. It's a very nice brain trainer. It keeps your mind quite active, and this is why I play this. Like I said in the beginning, it is very cartoony, graphicy, but the fact that the creators have actually gone so far to make this as much fun as possible. As you'll see later, you have gnomes, rats, and there's a plague that you also need to tackle in your system. So you need to keep space for all these items to be placed and utilized. It's a very, very nice challenge. We'll be lurking in the background, just getting the hooligans here sorted out or something, provisions. No problem, Rusty. Keep safe there, though. Still thanks for you being here. Strange, the last message went through twice. You're getting one or two messages at a time from me. I'm only getting one on my side, to be quite honest, Rusty. I have not seen anything else. So I'm not sure whether it's maybe the cell phone or just the streamline where it sits, but I'm only getting one per chat. So if you were worried about it, don't stress too much. It's literally only one. Okay. So we are back at research and we have 3, and now I can do my plots like I wanted to. So that's going to sit on the background for now, so don't stress too much. Not just going to buy plots now, but what I would like to show chat is the fact that what it does. So this is your full map that you need to do. Keep in mind, as you can see, the trucks are driving at the edge of the table. They don't automatically go and do what I did. This is not the only entrance. So the section, so north, east, southwest, is a whole line of sections where you can come in. Again, bear in mind, you buy a piece of land, it's good to expand. Where your problem sits down is you're gonna pay rent. So our rent currently is 198 squares that we've got, and we're paying 354 bucks for it. So that's a key thing to remember. As soon as you buy land, you pay for the land, although you don't have that square meterage yet. You still pay for the land first off, and then you're going to want to go, but I've got the land, I need to expand. So just keep that in mind. these are good numbers. I must say I'm quite happy. And we've got operator idle time turned to an A because we're only at 7.2%. That is awesome. I'm not sure what the S is for. Highest rank. Decent, but can be improved. That's obviously pathetic. But that's going up. Efficiency. So work on obstruction. Okay. We're going to work on the obstructions due to the fact we're expanding. So don't be too careful about that one. But almost perfect. Good. Good. That's great to see. Which means we're actually succeeding. Okay, so these hooligans, as Rusty mentioned out, these hooligans in here needs to finish their building time before we jump onto anything else. Don't want to move items too quickly and then we get stuck because these workers plow around and not sure what they want to do or how they want to do it. Now, with this in mind, chat, keep this in mind, because if you need to rotate at a certain space, you want all your billboards, come on, move. You want all your billboards accessible. Now there I already have a problem because it's blocked by the little fly eater plot. This one is fine, that one's fine. It makes life a bit more easy and manageable. If I place this item there, you're gonna have items that correspond with each other and you might click on the wrong thing. Although the one that you can use is gonna be lit up and the other one's going to be dark or grayed out. Just keep in mind it's easier when your items are accessible. So maybe if you put these two items at that distance there, with your products or machines being below, you can still access those items. So just check that out when that happens, so that you don't block yourself from actually accessing these items. It can become a very difficult scenario to be at. Okay, so these hooligans are almost done. Let's see pricing. Because the two machines that I need, I've not done anything there. That I will not even attempt at this stage. 185. What's the table at? The table's losing money. That's gaining though. But you need mass production, which we do not have right now. So it can be a small project size. We can do 4 or 5. It's wood. What do they need? 17 and 7. That is a lot of work for not having machines. If we do that, we need to bend the items. If we do those, that's 2 to 3 and 6 to 7. So that's the same. So if we use those, use that one, and use that one, and use that one, and use that one. Where do we sit? Exactly on target. Well, I don't know. Look here. We have an ugly cupboard. But we can deliver items which allows us... Now that's not bad. Okay, we do not have gluing stations. But we can have these stations. If we do that, it needs to go there. Which means we're also going to have to glue items there. Because assembly is at 2. Those two is glued. Let's see. So those can happen. What is the other one we need? That one. So we need a bandsaw, or we need a scroll saw. So the bandsaw is more expensive, but it does 2 items at once. So it does both. So it's almost as good to say, listen, I'd rather get the bandsaw because that's 3,340 plus 3,5. That leaves you at 6,869 something. So it's 6,900 coins to 5,100, but you lose if you actually look at the straight cut, because that is a large spinning table used for big pieces and cut into little pieces, blah 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 blah. So chat, we have to make an option here, or take an option. If we use the bandsaw, we will be able to place 2 of them, but we also need 2 of these. So, problem. We only had 18,900. So we're going to have only 9,000 left. That's without ordering stock. Our stock, it's not going to be bad. It's only 1,000. Okay, let them finish. Cool. They finished. Then let's get 2 of these in. So that one there, that one there. Okay, then we need the basic. We'll put that there. And we move that there. That's already 10.5. Okay, so that links those 2. This needs to be resized to that, and we need one more zone. So zone it out to there, and we go that one and link to that and that station. Okay, so that will supply those 2 items, which leaves us space on this side, and now we are at minus 27. Ouch. Can we just do that? 13. Okay. Now we're crunching for cash. So that, and that combined. Put them through the bandsaw. Then that one and that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just a jigsaw cut. Jigsaw cut can also be done because that queue's full. Okay, so we'll do those. Then the glue will have to run there, but by that time, hopefully those items will be done. If those items are done, that means the assembly process here will actually run smoothly. So let's stick to 10. What is our market looking like? It's going up. We're gonna take a gamble, because remember chat, the gamble that you can take here, you might need more money to start, and that's the cash that's gonna work. Estimated cost for workers based on operation time. But the difference is we can sell items 5 at a time, 6 at a time, whichever way, maybe 3 at a time. That will still bring in money. So just bear that in mind. If you're not doing challenges you cannot sell. The rest you can. So maybe you can still keep money flowing while getting another section going. Because yes, it's a lot of money considering the salaries that we're wasting. But it might just start something up for us. Alright. I think let's give that a go. Oh boy. This is not going to help at all. Yes, I understand that one. Thank you for letting me know again on what I'm not doing. So the rest are still looking fine. Okay. Let's not overproduce at this stage. I want to put something in here that we're gonna not be able to use. Flower pot, please. Oh, it's first delivery. Okay, they've started with those. That's good news. So they're pushing the limits on those. I just need the flower pot to be delivered as well, please, because these people don't like this workplace. Right. Okie dokie. So what do we have? We have 22 and 13. Not too bad. Snail base. Yeah, we got a blockage there, and there's some movement. It's not pretty, but we're not dead in the water there yet. And that one is taking a beating. Why? Okay, it's not too bad. Let's just look at the color. Oh, now it's gone back to normal. Okay. So it's not too bad. We've made 7% here. We are making progress there. Hello? Oh, new challenge. Oh, brother. Okay. This is not good. Because at this stage, getting his reputation up, as you can see, we're not basically at level 2. Here we are. But we need this guy. So this is going to be our big bucks at this stage once we get this machine rolling. Sorry, chat. So once this rolls, this is essentially where we want these machinery to be placed in a very nice space with very balanced items to maybe start something like this with 4 of them that you can run these items and get the wood cut out in proper sections. And then eventually the main thing you want is the closest to your obviously delivery bay, you want 5 or 6 of these assembly stations. The problem is if you don't have enough staff, that's going to crunch you back. It's going to set you back quite a lot. And now I want to give a hand clap, which I don't have sounds for, which I don't know how it's going to sound over the mic, but chat, you guys moved up to 11th place, and we are chasing Tweaker's Brewery. Good gracious. So that's good news. That's good news for us. Well done, chat. And we have 8 in total employees. We are targeting that system. Once we're done, can we fit this in somewhere? Now the question is, where do you expand what? Because I would like to get back to 20 before we expand the stop section to move the coffee shop or break area into that section. So once we move the break area, I think it would be easier. Will it be easier though? Because I would like to start the stop section, get deliveries going in there, do the starting process, and come back to the finishing plant. Because essentially, this is unfortunately one big plot. Dang it. So our best option will be is to go plot here, because you can expand section by section, moving items around. So if you plan one section, you can move and move and move. So you can still start fresh, start this as an inside, and move that as an exit, essentially, before you expand to the rest. It's not a bad idea, but we probably need to make money first. So what do we have? 19 is ready for delivery. Come on. Show me the money. Thank you. Okay, although that's 5,000, they are cutting a lot. That's dropping. That's making money. That we cannot. Oh. See what's happening. Our delivery truck is going dead. So it means the market is flooded. Because the market is flooded, if you can't make them quick enough, you'll lose money out of it. So you get money, but it's gonna flood soon. The same here. It's quite okay, but it's dropping. So it's not something we want to make. This current stage needs a lot of packing space. So huge and large teddy bears I do not want to make. And the snowboard I would like to still make after we get molding systems. Because that I don't want to touch yet. It's good, but if we do this and you can't produce a product, you lose. So I want to start getting this going even more and trying to get this motivating movement. Okay. Plan for another day. I think, how many we have? 3 workstations idle. Everybody's still loading. So let's see once the loading's done, how many people are actually... Come on. There we go. So you have 2 workstations idle. How many workers do we have idle? Because that gentleman's working. They're working. He's on break. Okay, well, we're back to 9.5. We'll probably drop down to about 7.5 before this is done, maybe less. Hoping minimum we go to is 5, but hopefully we can get 5 of them ready before we go and do anything else. So let's see. Because I cannot make those. Because I'm going to need the machines to cut them. This is time and date stamped. So let's just try and hold off on that one yet. Chat, what do you say? The other alternative we've got is that item is picking up, but it's dropping rapidly here. So we've got these that we can utilize, and we can still make 21 of them. So plastic molds. Yeah, hunky dory. Alright. So let's put that up. Gluing station will go there. And yeah, let's make 20 of those. Truth. Delivery. Okay, so I think what this needs to go to is that needs to be only an output. So we can shrink that down and get a new zone to fit in there. Expand that just for the sake of having something. Yes, the shelves I have. Well, I know I can use them. Okay. So while they run around like headless chickens, if I can put it that way. At least currently we are making progress. We're on basically 21% on the small drawers, and the bongos have already started because the bottom mold is actually out of plastic and not out of wood, and that helps us a lot. Let's see who has upgraded. Ooh, we almost at 2.5 stars. And coffee. Coffee's keeping up. So maximum breakpoint capacity is 7. So we will not run out currently because that is actually feeding quite nicely. So we've got 7 available. That's obviously the form that there. So it doesn't seem like we'll be running out quickly. So that's good for the amount of staff we have. That's excellent. Where are we sitting here? 1 point. Okay, that's fine. We have idle workstations. That is a problem. The problem that we've got is the current fact that if the workstations are not producing fast enough, we will not be making money quick enough. So where are we running short? Is it delivery? Or do we take a gamble, chat, and bring another 2 Peeps in? Because we have 2, 4, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stations, and we have 8 workers. Still think 8's too much, but okay, let's see if we can mass produce with these 8. Because the more we bring in people, the more we need products to move. So operators are basically going on 863, which now look at those totals. That's what we do not want. Now that's dropped as well, because average operation efficiency is bad. It's very bad. And the coffee machines are also running low now. Because now we're just not making it. So now you see, now we have already 2 idle operators. So that's not going to work. Let's just get back to those. That will bring our totals back up to line. Because we are moving enough with the 6 workers we had. It's just not as fast as we want to. But more workers doesn't necessarily mean more efficiency. That is our problem. As soon as we can have this moving at a nice pace, and we're gonna get burned. And that one is at a very sad state. Wish there was something that you can auto repair. And she's gonna burn soon. Please stop doing that and please fix it. Thank you. Okay, that's done. That's done. Let's get back to work on those items. Okay, we're losing money quite a chomp style here. Okay, so where's the backup? Where are we getting stuck? Can this be moved? No, it cannot. Okay. So either we need more stations to speed this up. What is it going to cost us? That's 2.5. So if we do that, we order that, and you link up to that. Okay. Do you have anything? Cool. Maybe now we can get better efficiency with 3 of them going. Because we're going to run out of pennies soon. So the molds need to go where? Oh, goody. That's not good news. Alright, let's continue. Let's see where we go with the money. Yeah, the 15 was quite rough. Because now the problem is you've got products moving, but we're not assembling them yet. That's a problem we have to deal with. Can I do that? If I disconnect one. So you have 1 wood remaining, then bongos, right? Okay, we are assembling bongos. So let's see how quickly we can get to 5, which will rotate and bring some money in just to keep this flowing. Like I said, what we're just basically trying to do is just keep that flowing. As long as that flows, that's still in good order. Okay, so they're not yellow yet. Let's see if we can get another one going. Oh, great. Here the fun starts. Brain slugs. Okay. Now we keep an eye on each one to see where there's green little monsters. Ah, there's one. You die. And we need to find another one. Please don't select the wrong person, because as soon as you select the wrong person, they get angry. There we go. Found them. There we go. Okay, brain slugs evaporated. Annihilated. Destroyed. Okay, we have 5 bongos. Let's speed this up again. What new challenges we have? Bongos. Really? You don't say. Okay, let's create plan. What do we have? So it can sit as it is. Can we not go back? No, we cannot go back to molding because it's not going to be enough. Dang it. Okay, well, let's take those items, put them through the machine, glue, glue there, and glue there. Problem is, as soon as we accept this, we're going to sit with a scenario where we cannot sell it. Look at the amount of money that's required here. See, that damages there is a lot. Okay. I think let's keep that on ice. And then link that one back up. Get the ball rolling. As soon as we know we've got that assembly started on the small drawers. I think we're good as soon as it starts. So as soon as it ticks over to 1, 2, 3, what, then I actually think we will be quite good to start on that other assembly when these machines are running. If I don't kill my people, apparently. Please repair. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Great news. We need one more bongo, please. I need to sell at least 5. Whee! Happy, happy. Cool. That's another 5, another 1,300 bucks. Coins. Pennies. Mohonas. Monies. Right. So we've got 9 left to go. Nothing started on assembly here yet, but it seems like we're going. Okay, we have drawers. The drawers are going while they're still cutting. So as soon as the drawers start with the assembling, because if all the cutting's done, we will be able to actually get the other bongos going as well. We still have some time. Still have some time to start. So let's just see. How much is left? 5 and 14 bongos. That's 5 left there, 2 left there. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's another 7 to go, and our prices are dropping. Dang it. Alright, that's crashing, that's balancing out. So maybe if we want more bongos, we can go to those. Or that is climbing, but I'm worried about the delivery. The delivery is gonna be a disaster. So we might actually go for something in that sense, because that money might be better, but we're gonna get killed there. Okay, that's fair enough. And then we can do the bongos once more. I think let's create. What are we paying? 714. So that goes there. That goes there, and that goes there. Let's execute. Well, then the new stock can be delivered, and the assembly can start. And I never moved it. Brilliant. And so hopefully we can catch up on those items, which seems like we're doing, because the bottom sections are done. This is basically final assembly. We're in the last 10% of these items. So that might just catch up. That might actually happen. There we go. Fantastic. We've changed it from going behind. I am trying not to kill them, Rusty. But these machines need repair, unfortunately. Oops, that one as well. There's no auto repair at this current stage. You need to work your way up to those items. And that's where the problem lies. But it's a good way to start figuring things out even better. I'm just trying to see, because this is a very easy item to make. Wood cutting or molding? I think let's try molding, but we need a target of 8. Pushing pins, plastic, that leaves us 8 to 10. Where does that leave us? And where does that leave us? On target. Yes. This. Okay. But that's good news. Will this count? Okay. That's 100%. That makes life a lot easier. So we're on target. A little shocking. Let's change the hammer to yellow. Yeah. Blue. Okay. So we'll make that blue. So we're gonna need injection molds to go there. We're gonna need the cuttings to go there. And then last assembly there. But before we execute, where are we sitting? That's gonna be done quick enough. Then those items need to go. So this is not too bad. Let's deliver those 5 because that is climbing. That is awesome. That is very awesome climbing rations there. Okay, I think we can execute this plan and get this rolling. We want to make 10 for now. 38 hours. Yeah, let's have 10. I think that's good enough. And that needs to be repaired, and that can also be repaired just for the sake of having good progress. And we're falling behind. We are not falling behind. Please don't fall behind. Come on. Okay, those machines are good. That one's suffering a bit. It's not the end of the world. Got 8, 9. Come on. 10. Okay, 3 more. Yes, that's also done. And we leveled up. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, I think that is important. Although this is important, don't get me wrong. These are important. Because the more you manufacture these items, but if you can make a bit more pennies out of it, it just helps that little bit more to start expanding further. Because remember, we're still a very, very small factory. The problem that we're sitting with is whatever we need to do is in a very, very small space, whereby we're getting crushed between places where we need to be and cannot go where we want to go. So looking at those items, this is a blockade. This is okay, but that's an issue because I had to place that there so that we can get things assembled quicker, or woodworking station quicker. So just bear that in mind that we want to expand, so more money at this current stage will just help us out a little bit because we're flowing. We're currently flowing. That needs to obviously go a lot better. But at least for the current sake is that what we've built due to rent, that's going up. So if we can keep those both in the green, we'll be awesome to go. Okay, deliver those. Okay, then we have whack the bin that's being done. These I cannot make yet. The reason why is we don't have those. And I can't do those if we cannot build. But can we build? That is a good question. Let's see. If we build we do those, we do a door, we do those, it's not too bad a start. Okay, so remember chat, as I explained, what we're trying to do is maybe start in the one hand side, so start in the left and work our way back over to this section. So once you obviously get delivery in, you have the proper stations to start what you need to start, like these cutting machines, and the assembly stations obviously go to the last point. So whether we start this in these sections and get delivery coming in into a small loading zone and get an exit zone on that side, that's fine. But every time we build these places that work for now, it's just money running out because your rent keeps increasing. So just bear that in mind. And this needs to grow. Because the more peeps you have, the more you need to expand. But okay, buns are going. And we're low on coffee. Why? Okay, we'll have to do that just to keep them in line. That I can't make. What else can I make? He's running this. I can't do that. That is going back up. Alright, so we've got that flow already set. We've got plastic molds running. Are we going to take the gamble and make more? Because remember, we can sell. I'm not going to do the batching at this stage, but we can sell 5 at a time in any case, which will allow us a lot more freedom when it comes to this money. Same with those. As soon as they get made, we'll have a lot more freedom to produce what we want to. Your coffee machine, and I need new builders. Now we need stock first, apparently. How much we have? Okay. Okay, so builders are done there. Now it's floor. Once the floor is done, chat, what I would like to do is actually get the small foundries in. Because with the small foundries, we can create these items. So essentially, if you look at sorry, chat. If you look at these items, it's just a mold. It's literally a mold that they make these items. So once we have those, we can produce these, actually get a lathe, a simple lathe for that one. Because the cuts we can do. So the cut's easy, we just need a lathe. If we have one lathe, that's not too major of a problem. We can still actually make quite a ton of these. And let's just take, for example, if we do 20 of those, what are we going to sit with? Okay, we don't have those, but that's not the issue. See, so the money is not there, but it's a quick turnaround time because of what we use. So it's not a bad thing. What the payment is and what we get, it's not a bad plan to go. So let's hope these oaks finish up quickly, because then we can put one lathe and try and put 2 of those machines, the small foundries. That's 5,280 plus 7. So that's almost 10k again. Cool. That would leave us quite enough just to carry on with what we need to. So I'm happy with that. Chat, pop me a yes, pop me a no. What do you guys think? Is it feasible? Is it not feasible? Because currently it just seems like we will be okay. We are pushing limits, but I think we will be okay. Okay, so we can go so long and put one lathe in there. That's minus 16 already. And one there, and one there. And that's minus 32. We can counter that, and we need a billboard for that. 10k. That's what I said. So we're good. We're about at 10k right here. Are we gonna slow them down? I think let's do that. Okay, that's good. I think we can work with those. Order placed. Then that item needs to link that and that. That's fine. That item needs to, nope, wrong button. That link, that item, and wow, really? Okay, billboard connected. Okay, so let's keep an eye on those while they're delivering those items. Okay, that's being moved. That's 3.5k, and let's go to this. So straight cut, we go there, and lathe, we go there. Smelting options go there because it gets split. The lathe is going to slow us down a bit, but I'm not too worried currently about it. Okay, let's execute those. What else do we have? So that's dipping a bit. We still have a good chance. That is making good money at this stage, isn't it? That's good money. It's not a lot, but it's good money. Turnaround is always good. It's not just always best. You need more importance, but turnaround is not a bad thing to have in this game. If you continue to sell 5 at a time, it helps a heck of a lot. So as soon as those items, and those items become available at 5 to 10 pieces a section, then we'll know. So as you can see, there's a lot of idle workstations at this stage. But I'm not stressed too much. I think we will be able to get through this. If we really need to, I think let's push our luck, because there's some of them that can start on other items. Whoa, hello, what was that? That's good. That one does need a repair. That one, still okay. Alright, let's set that go. Okay. Chat, excuse me. I'm just gonna let this run and just put the mic off. I just need to clear my face. Let me put it that way. Thank you, chat. Sorry, I just had to clear something up there. I think we're good now. Okay, so let's get this moving. So we need some items to be rocked up at this current stage. If they don't do that quickly, we're gonna fall behind. And is our coffee system keeping up? Yeah, we've got 4. Max breakpoint capacity is 11. Does not seem to gather enough momentum. Do we need to put another one in there? That's 4. 4, 4. Hmm. Mm. Okay, so that's if he needs, but is that what we actually need? Because that just brings 2 in. Brings 3 cups in, but I need 2. Alright, well, let's go with it. Okay, so we're making progress. That one. Okay, so that's done. Why is that in there? Oh, that's confusing. Oh, just want to say, since when are we making shovels? That is shocking. Game glitch. Okay, so we're moving quite fast. We've got... So that's all sorted. Hello? Oh no. Great. Do we just spot them or do we actually select them? Let's see. Yep, we're making them angry, alright. Aha. Okay. US buy. Let's do. Okay. And the third one's easy. Cool. Alright. We've got them. Let's deliver 7. Yeah, whoop. Okay. So yeah, we're fast forwarding, but we're making progress. We are back to 11th. As you can see, our net worth's not a lot, but our revenue is quite good. So I'm happy with that, and our profit's actually not bad. So that's being produced quite nicely. 17. I think I'll leave that to complete, so that we sell that off as one. Oh, oopsie daisy. I need to check up on these. Make a note, mental note. Okay, that's another 6k. Okay, what's the next thing we can use? Bongos? 219, 201. That's all going up. So can we get this going? The problem is, will it go up enough for us to actually make 30 of these items? Okay, let's do that. Toot. Collection. Okay, we have 5, 7. I think we can wait this out. That's not too bad. Is there space for another auto lathe? Indeed. Indeed. So we can do those. Comfort has now been ruined, thanks to my non-smart moves. That can be there. And we move set, and we need a little billboard. No, no, why? Okay, we'll use you. Order you there, that one, that one. Okay, and then you have how many left? How many goes there? Okay. Okay. What's the other machines we need at this stage? So woodbender. I don't need a scroll saw at this stage because we've got the bandsaw doing that item. What I would like to do is the milling machine. But the milling machine is not just expensive, it makes a ton of noise. We still don't have metal working, nor glue, nor sewing station. Jeez. So main what we need is metal working to start working on those items to help increase the lines of where we go with items like these. Because as soon as we have these items, this will be essential to what we have as a rotating fund again. Rotating fund on making metal parts, we can then start with smaller items like these. Okay, let's finish these 3 products. See where we sit, if we can build out another section. Because we're going to start running low on packing space as well. What do we have? So I need 3. Okay. And we're still low on coffee. Wowzer. Okay. They are delivered. Hmm. Well, they'll have to go there for. That's not refreshing fast enough, is it? We put another one down randomly. Can we rotate you? No, we cannot. Darn, darn. We move you. We move you. Oh no, can't move you yet. Okay, let's move those items so that I can see what we can shift around. Come on. Thank you. If we move you there. Now we're gonna have to wait for that to move as well. Okay, so we'll take you and move you there. Oh. How much does that radio give? 2. That gives 4. That gives 6. That's 4 as well. Those are also 4s. That's rotated. Now the problem is, if that's rotated, will they fit in there? Will it count? Okay. I'm going to try and use that so that if they move, then we need to... Okay, will they fit? That is a good question. Okay, let's see if it works. If they can't get to those, it will be... Well, they're moving. Okay. That's all of the... Oh, okay. That's maybe why they're moving, because the chessboard's not there. Alright. And they're stuck. Dang it. Okay. So we'll sell those. Then we need to get a TV fit in there. No. Radio. Yes. Okay. Let's plop the radio. We lost a bit of pennies there, but that's okay. Here we've got 21 items, and there we've got those items. Okay, we're making money back. Hopefully by selling these items, we can now actually move into a proper section where we can expand just that little bit more to give us the freedom to actually get more items built. Okay. So what's next? What's next? Assembly specialist. Befriend the mayor. A bit of lobbyism can go a long way. Your contracts in the mayor's office will reduce rent, also giving you a discount on new plot expansion. So rent reduced by 20%. That is a heck of a thing. And then cost of acquiring new plots is reduced by 40. I will jump on this at this stage because we're running out of space and we're probably going to have to expand sooner than later. It's not something I want to buy right now, but hopefully by the time we get there, we will have this option. So the one thing that I did not take yet is those items. So I would just like to have that one next because it's going to make life easier when we have one up and one down. So one loading and one unloading. Okay, so now that the bongos are done, we don't have challenges. So either we have to wait for those items to get through. What is the lake at? The lake is at Grass Agitator. Sorry, my bad. That's going up, but it stops. It's dead. Okay, let's plan 18 of those. Let's execute that. And then we do those. So we want that. We want that. This needs to go to there. That needs to go to there. Link up there and link up there. Let's make 50 of those and see what we get. Not a lot, not a lot. I must say, it's not that much, but I think it's worth a challenge. All right. So let's put those in the line. Do you have both? Do you have 117 and you have those? Okay. George. Okay, those are moving nicely, so let's sell those. That's coming in nicely. What are the other items that I said we needed? That's the one thing I want, but we need metal working station as well. So can we put that there and do that? Let's order that. Let them run with it. Okay, so while they're running, building, okay, we've got a new challenge. Challenge is more bongos. Let's create a plan. I think the plan is quite set. I don't think we have to do that much. But let's just move that to the top of the list. Metal workstations, quite a bit. We will receive another 2 points there. Will leave us that. So we need to get to 134,765 experience. That is fine. It's not the end of the world. We cannot do specialist yet. That's fine. That's also not too much of a train smash. And we've moved into the top 10. So we're still quite a bit away. But why not if not? Alright. So what we wanted to do is get the 2 metal working stations going. They can sit there plus that. And that's 10. So taking 10 out of that equation to make that easy is that one. Let's order those. Then we need the glue stations as well. So the glue stations is 3,100 bucks. Okay. So I think after we finish those 2 orders, we'll do the glue station. Okay, so the bongos are doing very well. We are actually, we'll probably finish this left with a day. Will we? Indeed. Righto. That is great news. That is awesome news. Okay, so that's good. That's worked out quite nice. We don't have challenges left. What else can we make? We don't have a sewing station. We're gonna need it for this. Do we need a sewing station? Yes, we do. Dang it. Can we get this done? Let's see. So that needs that item. And that needs a metal rod. No. No, that's naughty. Sis. I don't even think I want to build it. Even if that's the case. want a quality product, not just a bunch of rubbish standing around as well. Okay. So we've got 13 out of 18. Just to have an overview of what we've got. So we've got 3 woodworking machines, as you can see, allocated by the arrows. We currently then have also 3 of the, what's it called? Injection presses, sorry. Then we have 2 painter shops or painter stands. We also currently have 2 assembly bays, which I would like to have more, because usually most of your items that needs assembly works a lot quicker and gets out quicker as soon as you have more. So what we essentially would like to do is build one here later as well. Then we have 2 saw cuts, bandsaws, my apologies. We have 2 lathes, there they are, and we have 2 smelter stations, small foundries. And now we've added, is it just welding stations here? Metal workstations. Okay, so it's not welding stations, it's metal workstations. So the metal workstations will essentially increase the system that we need when we make these items. So the fact that this one's discontinued is fine. Well, my apologies. But this will increase this item just as much. So essentially what we would like to do, that is a steel part. And that's what they require. So let's put a center leg. And out of the center leg, why do we have wood? I thought they wanted metal. We take that. And we take... We're probably gonna need that. We're not gonna have, we don't have the steel system yet. Would that work better? Okay, so we need those, that one. That's good. It's probably not as much durability as we want. That could be better, but it's not that bad. So we can still do the table. We can essentially make less money and make it more durable. But let's stick to that now. 303 bucks or coins is not that bad. So let's use those. Straight cut our way out of that system. Then okay, let's put the glue together. They go there. And simple lathe goes to that system. Jigsaw cut goes to that system. And then final assembly goes to that system. Okay, so we will do... What are we gonna do? We need about 20 of these just to make proper profit out of it. Okay. Righto. So once these sell and we get up to 20, I will try and build another station here where this can sit. Do we have challenges? No, challenges not. Okay, that's fine. Come on, final assembly. Where are you? Thank you. Okay. That's income. Very good income. Okay, 9. We need 2 more. 2 more, yeah. 2 more, then we sell. Right. Rotating income. Damn, is this place even big enough for this? Only 6. What we're trying to get to is another 10. Okay, so we've got 4 after we delivered the 12. And as you can see, as soon as you start rotating, this just becomes a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier. So essentially, as long as you keep rotating your money, yes, doesn't, oh goodness, we're gonna get a hiccup. Can only deliver another 5, and we're sitting with all the stock. That's a crash boom bang. Never saw that one coming in the market, did I? Dang it. Okay. Lessons learned. Rather make 10 at a time. It's easier to control 10 at a time than control 50. Because now the market dropped. So we'll be sitting with 15 of these items, which we cannot do anything. Dang it. That was a bad mistake. Note to self. Note to chat. And I think we just struggled. Challenge, we have bongos again. Let's execute 15. But put that on the top shelf so they get made first. Can I add? What assembly stations there, but okay. We can. Wow, that's massive. We do that. And do that. Okay, we place that order. And it's that one, right? So we'll add that one and that one. Running out of space. Can we? Can't really move this yet, can we? Okay, let's leave that as B. Okay, so let's finish these orders off. And then we'll call it an evening, because it seems like my sinuses are giving me problems at this stage. So let's try and finish all these orders up. See where we end up. Let's hope we end up above 10. Oh, here we go again. Nemesis agents. Okay, I need to repair you. You're yellow. You're getting there. You're also getting there. You as well. You as well. Let's just keep them going. And help me spot. Ah, there's little piggy one. Bingo. There's piggy 2. Looking for the third one. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. Busted. Busted. Okay. We are almost done with these. What are we selling? Another 15. So that should be 16 or 15 at the market. Okay. How far is the tables going? 33. How far are we ahead? That's dropping. I'm not liking that scenario. Why are we dropping? This is going to be close. If they don't rush the bongos. Oh, brother. Okay. They haven't shared it with 3. That's the problem. It hasn't been split into 3. It's been split into 2. So hopefully that wood thing goes out, or whether we make the bongos in time, that would be more than happy, because now that third one's standing. That's annoying. Okay, check machines. That's good, that's good. Everything is still in light green, not yellow yet. So I think we're safe. We're safe for now. Let's do those. Okay, what do we have? Yes, loading station. Exactly what I wanted. Hopefully when the tables finish, we can buy a loading station before we leave tonight. So let's see if we can make that before we log off. That's delivered. And now, how much is left? So there's a few of those, and then it needs assembly. So what's it missing? Pleasure, dude. Why? Wow. How did that happen? Because that would probably make that a lot faster. Why did I do that? Okay, nonetheless. Mistakes were made. We're rectifying. And we are winning. We're on 15. We're just hoping that this order comes through. And then we'll see if we need to place. I'm going to continue with orders because we cannot stop. But as soon as the table's done, I want to place a new delivery site so that you guys can see those. And once that's placed, we can... let's go with that before I do anything else. So once that's placed, we will be able to log off, but at least we will be moving into the next factor by hopefully when we continue on Thursday, we will be good to space this out and create new sections. What do we have for challenges? Tables. Okay, let's keep that on the back burner as well so that we can try and finish these tables. Because if we're going to start too soon, we might crash and burn on that order. Okay, so we have a lot of things running on the assembly stations at this stage. My apologies. I tried to shut it down. Sorry, my real apologies. Okay, so we have no stacking space. Oopsie. Can we just utilize this as a temporary solution? Just for now? Or maybe let's deliver those. Get them out of the way. Because now we didn't do enough work with the tables. Now we're falling behind again. Okay, that's picking up. Let's plant those. Blue duckies. Those. And paint stations. There we go. And this will not take too long. So I'm going to go with 20. There we go. Okay. That's done. Like I said, once the tables are done, what I'm going to do is place another one. So we can now use that section to be this finishing part, and then we'll put assembly tables in this section and finish us off so that everything can go over to assembly at the end, prop down, delivered, Bob's your uncle. So then we'll have space for these and these items for new things to come in. So let's plop that one down, and it will be built on the next episode. So thank you everybody for watching. My apologies for cutting the stream before 3 hours, but currently my sinuses are backing up. Not helping. I do apologize, but thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you for Rusty for enjoying and keeping us alive. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. Appreciate it. Goodbye.